radioinfluence.com.
Flavor, please tell your neighbors. Ian Beckles with flavor in your ear. Wake up, sports, music, and fashion. Best of podcasting. What's going on now and what's soon to happen? Be sure to stick around, no fast forward or skipping. Dropping jewels, you don't want to miss them. Make sure you listen. Ian Beckles with the flavor in your ear. The voice of the people.
Hello, everybody. This is Ian Beckles, and welcome back to Flavor in the Ear. Hopefully, everybody had a wonderful week. And listen, I don't care if you're Republican, Democrat, indifferent. I like to let people know that I don't have a label. I don't care for labels. I'm not on either side. I'm on both sides, to be honest with you. There's times where I have a very Republican mindset and other times where it's very Democratic. So I'm an individualist to where I want to see what the situation is, because I'm sure enough not following people like a pawn, which I find a lot of people to have become. So I don't give a crap what your political background is or, your affiliation. I really don't care. I want what's the best for our country, okay? And, there's so much false information out there that's just based on politics. And, politics is not something that can be measured. In the medical field, they measure things, and in science, they measure things. Politics cannot be measured. And I think people are falling into that trap, okay? And when you talk about being vaccinated, not being vaccinated, there's a lot of people that shouldn't be vaccinated for whatever reason. But hopefully you have a reason. Other than that, if you don't choose to be vaccinated, that's fine. It's America. They can't force you to get vaccinated. Although in other countries are looking at us like we're crazy because they probably can't get the vaccine. They don't have enough money for the vaccine, yet we can get it but don't want it, which makes it a little bit weird. Deaths are down 90% in California. Obviously something's working. Can we see the end of this thing? I can't, but it's going in the right direction, okay? So the vaccine thing, it's actually working to this point. I don't know if it'll ever go back. And let's hope. There's still a couple states that things are, still popping up, and that's probably not going to stop for the next little while. But all I'm saying is do the right thing for our country, whatever that is for you. Now, you can't get away from these racial, feuds that we're in right now as a country, okay? You can't get away from it. And it just seems like when one case is done, another case pops up. Actually, no, not when one case is done. In the midst of one case, another one will pop up, and it seems like we're talking about 2 or 3 or 4 at the same time. And I think we're at a point now where, as I always like to say, I watch all of it. I watch Tucker Carlson. I watch Anderson Cooper. I watch everybody. Some of it makes my stomach turn. Some of it doesn't. But here's where we are. When a cop kills a black person, 100% of Democrats want the cop to be wrong. It's not always the case. It's not. I'll be honest with you, when that young man was running on the fence and pulled his hands up, and you could easily say don't shoot him, but it's nighttime, and he had a gun. You think you have enough time to sit and look, and somebody has if it's your life or his. It looks bad, but that one you have to understand. Now, obviously, you can't understand somebody kneeling on somebody's head for 9.5 minutes, okay? That one, I don't care who you are. Hopefully you don't understand that one. You have to understand some of them. So, all the Democrats want to automatically blame the cop, and all the Republicans want to automatically support the cop. And that's the problem in our country. Instead of having open minds and, look and evaluate a situation, we've predetermined it. We predetermined it. And why, when I'm hearing Democrats say that we need some kind of reform for the cops, if you say we don't, then you're part of the problem, because it's broken. It's not good. It's not good because there's too much of a difference between being black and being white. It's not good. And if you don't see that, once again, you're part of the problem. let me tell you guys about HelloFresh. I had a box come to my door the other day, and I had somebody ask me what HelloFresh is, and this is what they are. It's pre-measured ingredients and mouth-watering seasonal recipes delivered right to your door. You skip trips to the grocery store and count on HelloFresh to make home cooking easy, fun, and affordable. And that's why it's America's #1 meal kit. Now, that's what they are, okay? What they do is they make your life real easy. Life is about being efficient, and in this day and age, we seem to have to go to Publix and choose a food. Then before that, you go to YouTube and then you find a recipe, then go to Publix, and you come back and you prepare it. Life's about efficiency and saving time and saving money. So this is easy. They have a recipe, they have the ingredients, it comes in a box, it tells you how to do it, and you couldn't be easier than that. If you're single, it's perfect. If you're a couple and you have a loved one, it's perfect as well. It's just a good time to spend time with your significant other. So if you're somebody who likes to cook, or you're somebody who's not great at cooking, this is perfect for you. HelloFresh will make you the culinary genius that you've always wanted to be. Go to HelloFresh.com/flavor12 and use the promo code FLAVOR for 12 free meals, including free shipping. Once again, let me say that again. Go to HelloFresh.com/flavor12. Use the code FLAVOR12 for 12 free meals. Once again, including free shipping. I don't know why anybody wouldn't take advantage of this. Now, in North Carolina, they have a law that they can delay the release of the body cam, and they had cops that shot black kid in the back of the head while he drove away. Now, once again, I have no idea what happened. None. I have no idea what happened. But this is the long and short of it. If a black person spits in a cop's face and jumps in a car and drives away, he shouldn't be shot in the back of the head. That's the long and short of it. And if you're disagreeing with me, then you're allowing the cops to do whatever the fuck they want to do. And that's the problem. A cop can't keep the law in his own hands. Right now, I'm seeing videos of black people just putting their hands up going, I'm not resisting, and a cop still body slamming them. They don't care. And that's the problem. You're going to shoot a black man in the back of the head while he's driving away, and that's justifiable? Why do you think your life was in jeopardy at that point? Maybe before that, and then unfortunately we keep on seeing a lot of videos of white people punching cops and threatening to shoot them and driving away, and they end up getting arrested with one scratch on the side of their face, but they're alive still. It's just a point now where, think about this. In Carolina, they're not giving out the body cam video. We have a family whose son is dead. Okay? Once again, I don't know what he did before. He may not be a good person, but there's still a family with their son is dead. Okay? He's dead. Shouldn't they be able to see the video? So they're withholding the video. Okay? They don't have a right to see that video. And let me flip it for a second. What if that black kid was a white lawyer's son? Think we'd have seen the video? I'm pretty sure we would have. It'd have been, that video been out so damn quick. He'd have got it out. And that's why black people are scared. It's like the system is against them. And just listen to what's going on. None of it is swaying to black people. And you could say, well, Derek Chauvin got he's in jail. No shit. And people were still scared that he was going to get off. With that video and that audio, we were still scared he was going to get off. Everybody was. Okay? So that's where we are there, and it's a scary place for a lot of people. I don't know if you guys got a chance to watch Biden's first address. Don't know if I've ever seen something so gosh darn boring in my life. He is boring. My God. Like if you constructed a politician, what happens is we like extremes, okay? We went extreme with Obama. Then we went to the other end of extreme with Trump, way in the other end. Now we're back to the other end of the extreme because Biden couldn't be less Trump. He's boring, for God's sakes. And it's like, and I'm watching this address, and I remember commenting on it when Trump made the speech, and I said to myself, if a Democrat ever gets it, I'm going to keep my eye on and see if it's the same. It's a salad tossing fest. But at the end of every sentence, they have to stand up and clap for every sentence. Stop it. It looks bad. Okay, so every time he said something, Democrats stood up and clapped. And then the Republicans were sat down. And I remember Trump doing it. It was exact same thing. Other countries are looking at us, go, look at these ass clowns. Look at them tossing each other salad in front of themselves. Look at these guys. Can you be any more divided as people? No way. If we saw another country do that, we would look and go, look at those guys. Look how prehistoric those guys are. There's very few countries that are more prehistoric than us. We're so behind in everything right now. I swear to God. And you know what's good is, for me, is that Biden was emphasizing middle class, because there's barely a middle class left. There's wealthy people and there's people living check to check. That's all there's left. There's very little middle class. And he was emphasizing middle class, which we need to get the middle class back, okay? And for what I hear, the economy is on fire right now. I guess it's up 12% this year. Whether whose fault that is or who's to blame or who should take love for it, I mean, it doesn't really matter, okay? But it's going, listen, the economy is cyclical, people. Whoever happens to be in office, it's just something that's going to happen. It doesn't matter if Charles Manson's in office. It's going to go up and down. That's the way it is. And they're going to pound on their chest when it goes up, and they're going to blame somebody else when it goes down. That's just the way it goes. And, I was so happy to hear that DeSantis may be Trump's running mate in 2024. So it's good to know that DeSantis has the same mindset as Donald Trump, and he's the one that's running our state. I'm going to end it at that one. If anybody ever wants to email me, has any questions, Ian Beckles at radioinfluence.com, and please make sure you're listening to my other podcasts as well, and Beckles and Retcher on 95.3 WDAE and 620 AM. Everybody have a wonderful weekend, and do me a favor, and please stay safe. Peace out.
To keep the conversation going, follow Ian on Twitter at Ian Beckles, and check out dignitaryradio.com to get the latest on where you can find him next. This has been Ian Beckles, Flavor in Your Ear on Radio Influence.
The flavor in your ear, the voice of the people's here. It's in that flavor. Flavor. Bringing that flavor. Flavor.
This is a Forking Around Town with Tracy Guida Quick Fix on Radio Influence.
Hey everybody, this is Tracy from Forking Around Town, and today I have a little bit of a different topic to discuss. While it is food related to a certain extent, a lot of you have been following me on Instagram at Forking Around Town. By April 15th of 2021, I had reached 17,500 and something followers. So imagine this. You're out to dinner and all of a sudden you start getting messages that someone has impersonated your account. And that's exactly what happened to me. I was celebrating my son's birthday at Matteo, which is an Italian restaurant in South Tampa. We're having a great time. I'm getting awesome photos. I splurged and had one of their Parmesan cheese wheel pasta dishes, which is $32 a person. And I usually don't do that unless it's a very special occasion. And I started getting all these messages from people saying, like, Tracy, someone's impersonating your account. And they sent me screenshots and everything. And I said, well, just report them. And I had been seeing this happening a lot lately. And I never thought it would happen to me, but I really didn't think that my account would be compromised. And it was. By the time the kids and I got home, I went to go onto Instagram and upload some of my pictures from the restaurant. And when I went to sign in, the screen went blank, and then it turned white, and then it said, your account has been disabled for violating our terms of service. I felt my heart just drop into my stomach, and I thought, this can't be happening.
Forking Around Town with Tracy Guida can be found on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, TuneIn Radio, Google Play, and radioinfluence.com.